The following program is a Nighthawk Network presentation.
Good evening, good people. Your boy E-Buck here. It is time for the show known as the Indie Experience. Without further ado, we give you your host, Miss Gigo Rhodes Simmons.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Indie Experience. Tonight, the music's gonna be a plethora of songs, and like I normally do a mixed variety, so that's what it's gonna be. In the playlist section of tonight's show, you're gonna hear some of these songs. You're gonna when you listen to the lyrics, you're like, what? But when we get to that segment, you are going to hear my new gospel song called Jesus is My Best Friend. Also, the lead single from the second EP, The Decades, from Lover's Lane to Down the Aisle. You're going to hear that one as well when we get into the playlist. But as we always do in this show, we go take a commercial break and then we get into the segment. So we're going to take a commercial break and then we're going to get into that playlist because I got a lot of songs for y'all to hear tonight. So let's get into that commercial break, E.
All right, y'all. This is the Indie Experience. We'll be back after these words from Nighthawk Network. Y'all know the motto: Nighthawk Network, our voices for our people.
Hello, hello, hello. It's another glorious day, my tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your comfort together because it's time to dish the tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat.
It's time to dish tea with Big Mix. It's time to dish tea with Big Mix. It's time to dish tea with Big Mix. It's time to dish tea with Big Mix.
Darling.
Long as I wake up in the morning, I'ma get a bag. Get a bag, yeah, I'ma get a bag. Long as I wake up in the morning, I'ma get a bag. Get a bag, yeah, I'ma get a bag. Long as I wake up in the morning, I'ma get a bag. Get a bag, yeah, I'ma get a bag. Long as I wake up in the morning, I'ma get a
Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk.
And we are back. It's time for the playlist. So we're gonna start off with my new gospel song called Jesus is My Best Friend. Okay. So this song, while we wait for the song to play, this song just came to me, you know, and I was like, when you think about it, who do you lean on the most? I mean, we have friends who we lean on, but more than who do you lean on more than your friends? You lean on Jesus. You call on God. So that's where this song comes from. Now I don't have the album cover. I didn't send E the album cover, but the album cover is a couple in church standing with Jesus. So it's a black couple, a black Jesus. You know Jesus is black, he ain't white. And that's the album cover. And when I was thinking of what am I gonna name the artist singing this song? And I thought of Marvin Gaye and Tammie Terrell because they've done a lot of duets together. So that's what I thought of when naming these artists. So their name is Marvin and Tammie Emmanuel, and that's a name that's coming from the Bible. And so I said, you know what? I'm gonna use a biblical last name as their last name because my other like gospel songs, a lot of the names have something biblical attached to them. Either the whole name is either a biblical name, or it could be a regular name with a biblical last name. So,
All right, Ro, we ready. Here it is. Jesus is my best friend.
When you need someone to lean on, and they are there for you in your time of need. That's what I call a best friend, and that's Jesus for me. Jesus is my best friend in my time of need. I can count on him to make sure I'm headed in the right direction. He holds me accountable, 'cause he knows I'm in the wrong, and that if I don't change, my life would never be right. Jesus is my best friend. Everyone needs a friend like this in their lives. He won't ever let you down. Turn your frown into a smile, 'cause happiness is all he wants to see in your life. Jesus is my best friend. Jesus is my best friend. Oh, in my time of need. In my time of need, I can count on him. I can count on him. Make sure I'm headed in the right direction. He holds me accountable, 'cause he knows I'm in the wrong, and that if I don't change, my life would never be right. Jesus is my best friend.
Ooh.
If you need a friend,
Call on Jesus.
he won't steer you wrong.
'Cause he knows exactly what you're going through. And that's why Jesus is my best friend.
Jesus is my best friend. In my time of need,
In my time of need,
I can count on me.
I can count on him.
Sure, I'm headed in the right direction.
He holds me
accountable.
oh, 'cause he knows I'm in the wrong. And that if I don't change,
My life would never be right.
Jesus is my best friend. Jesus. Oh, Jesus. You are my best friend. Thank you, Jesus, for being my best friend.
Jesus is my best friend. I hope you like that song. But like I said, it just came to me. And I haven't written a gospel song in a while, so I was like, I like that. You know. And when I was thinking of, like I said, when I was thinking of the names of the artists, I was like, who's the best du- couple to do a duet? To do duets. And Marvin and Tammie Terrell came to me. So I used their first names and then I gave them the last name Emmanuel. So the next song we want to get into in this playlist is the single from the Decades EP Part 2 called From Lover's Lane to Down the Aisle.
You said the name of it was what now?
From Lover's Lane to Down the Aisle.
We don't have that. We don't have that.
So I did send it to you. I
Oh,
know
wait a
I
minute.
did.
Wait a minute. I got it. I got it. That man, calm down. All right, here we go.
We took a stroll down Lover's Lane. Now we're strolling down the aisle to a love of eternity that will last till we die. 'Cause the love we shared was right for our hearts, mind, body, and soul. My love, we went from Lover's Lane to down the aisle of eternal love. God knew what he was doing when he put us together. We were two that became one, and that's what true love is about. We built a solid foundation that no one can break apart. My love, I'm so glad our hearts found each other, because the love you give is like no other. It was meant for me, and God made me see built a solid foundation that no one can break apart. I'm forever yours, you're forever mine. Let's show them our love can stand the test of time. 'Cause our foundation is so solid, not even a hurricane can break it apart. We're built for lovers laid down the aisle of eternal love. God knew what he was doing when he put us together. We were two that became one, and that's what true love is about. We built a solid foundation that no one can break apart. My love, this is what love is. If you have this kind of love, don't let it go. We went from lovers lane to down the aisle. We went from lovers lane to down the aisle. Oh no, 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 no. We went from lovers lane to down the aisle. We went from lovers lane to down the aisle. Don't let it go. We went from lovers lane to down the aisle. Yeah. We went from lovers lane to down the aisle. Don't let it go. We went from lovers lane to down the aisle. Don't let it go. We went from lovers lane to down the aisle. Don't let it go. We went from lovers lane to down the
All right, y'all. That is the single of the second EP called The Decades. That was the 50s song called From Lover's Lane to Down the Aisle. Now, each song on the second EP is all female vocal, and they are all answer songs to the first one. So the first song off that first EP was called Lover's Lane. And so the female vocal answered Lover's Lane with we went from Lover's Lane to Down the Aisle. And I'm still working on the EP, so the EP will be coming soon. The Decades EP Part 2. The artist name on this song, her name is Brenda Lauren. Brenda Lauren. And that is the 50s song from the Decades EP Part 2. Now, the next song we're going to get into is called Hobosexual in Love. Now, there's two versions of this song. And I came up with this song because I wrote a story called with the same title. Right? The same title with the homosexual title. I wrote a story. So I said, let me see if I can come up with music to go with the story. And this is the song, Hobosexual in Love, that I came up with. And there's two other ones that's called Hobosexual in Disguise. I don't have those two tonight, but I will be playing them at some point. And they go along with the story. So we're going to get into the first one, Hobosexual in Love, Part 1. This one should be male vocal, and I think the second one is female vocal, or it might be another male vocal, but it's two separate versions of the same title. So let's get into Part 1 of Hobosexual in Love.
with your secondhand flair. Cheap perfume floats like gold in the air. I don't need riches, no diamonds, no crown. Got a mattress on the floor, but you're sticking around. Your love is like fire, it keeps me alive. Hobosexual in love, I never felt this high. This high. My bed's a couch, but you're lying next to me. We don't own much, but we've got everything we need. You laughed when I said, my home's where you are. No mansion, no car, just a sky full of stars. I don't need riches, no diamonds, no crown. Got a mattress on the floor, but you're sticking around. Your love is like fire, it keeps me alive. Hobosexual in love, I never felt this high. This high. Cans clink in the alley, we're dancing in the night. The city's a jungle, but you're my guiding light. Let them all talk, let them stare all they want. We'll love like kings, girl, while the world just taunts. I don't need riches, no diamonds, no crown. Got a mattress on the floor, but you're sticking around. Your love is like fire, it keeps me alive. Hobosexual in love, I never felt this high. This high.
Yes, that was Homosexual in Love. And this song goes along with the story that I wrote. So if you don't know what a homosexual is, you should. It's a person who gets with somebody just for a place to stay. Get with a person for a place to stay. That's basically what a whole. They got no pot to piss in, a window to throw it out. So they find some with one. So you heard what you said in the song. My bed is a couch and you're lying next to me. I don't know what chick is going to stay with a dude, date a dude whose bed is a couch, unless he lives in a studio apartment. That's different. But at least you still have an apartment.
Man, I know people that laid up with people that had the doggone air mattress. Some people, they just, as long as they ain't in the streets, it's all good.
I guess to them it is. And so there's a second version, and there's a second version to that song. So let's get into the second version.
I got one shirt and holes in my shoes. My pockets are empty, but I'm not confused. I saw you there with your secondhand flair. Cheap perfume floats like gold in the air. bed's a couch, but you're lying next to me. We don't own no much, but we've got everything we need. You laughed when I said my home's where you are. No mansion, no car, just a sky full of stars. I don't need riches, no diamonds, no crown. Got a mattress on the floor, but you're sticking around. Your love is like fire, it keeps me alive. Hobosexual in love, I've never felt this high. Cans clink in the alley, we're dancing in the night. The city's a jungle, but you're my guiding light. Let them all talk, let them stare all they want. We'll love like kings, girl, while the world just taunts. I don't need riches, no diamonds, no crown. Got a mattress on the floor, but you're sticking around. Your love is like fire, keeps me alive. Hobosexual in love, I've never felt this high.
I like the second one better than the first, but you get his drift. She like him. You know his bed is a couch. Got a mattress on the floor. She like him. So from that same story, I got two more songs from that same story. Because the backdrop of the story is set in New York City. And so this song is titled City Hunt. We're going to get to City Hunt number 1, part 1, and then after that we'll get into part 2.
Night lights glow, I'm out to play. Concrete jungle leads my way. I'm the whisper in the breeze, thrill of the night, I aim to seize. Taxis pass, hearts on the move. I'm the rhythm in their groove, looking for a spark that's bright to light my path through city night. Strolling streets, New York's alive, hunting for a love to thrive. Fine with cash and a burning flame, who'll never want to change my name. A suit, a smile, they catch my glance. We lock eyes, oh what a chance. They'll place their world an unlocked door. I'll leave them wanting always more. City whispers, secrets moan. I perfect a heart-shaped tone. Slick with charm, I leave a trace where they crave and save my grace. Their place, their world, an unlocked door. I'll leave them wanting always more. City whispers, secrets moan. I perfect a heart-shaped tone. Slick with charm, I leave a trace where they crave and save my grace.
That was City Hunt right there. That's part one. Now we're gonna get into part two.
Night lights glow, I'm out to play. Concrete jungle leads my way. I'm the whisper in the breeze. Thrill of the night, I aim to seize. Taxis pass, hearts on the move. I'm the rhythm in their groove. Looking for a spark that's bright to light my path through city night. Strolling streets, New York's alive. Hunting for a love to thrive. Find with cash and a burning flame. Who'll never wanna change my name. A suit, a smile, they catch my glance. We lock eyes, oh what a chance. Their place, their world, an unlocked door. I'll leave them wanting always more. City whispers, secrets moan. I perfect a heart-shaped tone. Slick with charm, I leave a trace where they crave and save my grace. Strolling streets, New York's alive. Hunting for a love to thrive. Find with cash and a burning flame. Who'll never wanna change my name.
Yep.
Nope, nope, nope. That wasn't it. Now, his version was all right. Like I said, that needed a whole little dance tempo remix for that one. But her version, it sounded like, yeah, I'm gonna go on American Idol. I'm gonna sing this dude's song, and that was her version of it, and it just didn't hit the same. I ain't like
No.
her voice for that at all. Everything else been hitting. That one, they ain't do it for me.
So the next song we're gonna get into is called Celestial Drift. I should-
I've been to Zeleny, who in mistake could have arrived Every thick word to the session will gather me sustainability. As it got in such a few, this all about too deep, and there's crawling up within the stars. So that heal my soul to the light. I'll spare it crossed to right till the morning wants so right my way. The cold in the center under the playfulness of light. California forever to the moon.
You drift.
Man, I love that song. That song take you there. It's
I
like you.
forgot I even had that song until I looked through my files on my phone, and I was like, I don't even remember creating this song, but it was there.
I got songs like that on my phone too. Yeah, I like that one a lot. It's so many different types of videos I could make with that. I see a video of her just standing over the mountain at night, looking at the stars and watching the asteroids just go through space. And then there's another one where I can see her going to different parts of the world and singing that song, like looking over the ocean or being at the Grand Canyon or being at Niagara Falls. It's I see her just basically singing the song, and it start out with the whole audience is there, but then she just singing it to this one person, and she going through her memories of her and his man. It's man, I love that song. My favorite one of the night by far.
So the next one is a happy birthday song. So everybody has been creating happy birthday songs, that you can play in the club, get your dance on to. So I said I wanted to create my own. And this is what I came up with for a happy birthday song.
Happy birthday, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, it's your day. Time to celebrate, so have some fun. Blow out the candles one by one. Happy birthday, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, let's celebrate. Make a wish and let it shine. Today's your day, it's party time. Cake and laughter, joy all around. Smiles and music, hear that sound. Friends and family, love so true. This special day is all for you. Dance, dance, throw your hands up high. Let's keep the party going, don't be shy. Sing along, let the good vibes flow. It's your moment, steal the show. Happy birthday, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, let's celebrate. Make a wish and let it shine. Today's your day, it's party time. Dance, dance, throw your hands up high. Let's keep the party going, don't be shy. Sing along, let the good vibes flow. It's your moment, steal the show. Happy birthday, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, let's celebrate. Make a wish and let it shine. Today's your day, it's party time. Happy birthday, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, let's celebrate. Make a wish and let it shine. Today's your day, it's party time.
Yep, that is the happy birthday song. I have another one that's a whole different vibe from that one. But that was the first one I ever came up with. And I was like, I don't really like it that much. Let me recreate it again. I didn't send that version to E, but at some point I will play the other version of the happy birthday song. Because I really wasn't feeling that one too much. And so then
I
we
liked it. I liked it. It was all right. It was all right.
not for no black household though. That wouldn't go well in no black
No,
household.
no.
See,
That was Happy Birthday Hannah Montana version. True.
that's what I was trying to make a happy birthday song that every black household could play every time it's somebody's birthday. But this is the first one that I did, and it didn't come out the way I wanted it to. And so I tried again, and that one is better than this one, but I don't think it's my best happy birthday song yet. I may make another one, you know, because in my household, when it's someone's birthday, we as a family come up with our own birthday song. So our tradition in my house is where if it's your birthday, the last person whose birthday it was starts off the birthday song for your birthday. And so that's how we do it in my household. The last person whose birthday it was starts off the birthday song for whose birthday it is now. and then they get a whole their own created birthday song with everybody joining in. So let's say if my birthday passed, I would start it off and sing something, then everybody else will join in, sing their own, and it all just will flow together, and that's that person's birthday song. So that's how we do it. But I said, you know what? I want to do one where people who don't live in my household can get that kind of experience like we get every year for everybody's birthday. Now, I think we're up to the last song in the playlist, and it is a gospel song called Jesus, You're My Song. I've created so many songs. I've created so many songs I forgot about this one.
Through the mountains high and valleys low, your grace reminds me where to go. The stars all bow to your mighty hand. I feel your love like ocean sand. Oh Jesus, you're my shining light. You guide me through the darkest night. How great you are, my soul does sing. My Savior God, my everything. The winds, they whisper to your name. Their songs of praise run through my veins. The flowers bloom in your design. Each moment proof that you are mine. Oh Jesus, you're my shining light. You guide me through the darkest night. How great you are, my soul does sing. My Savior God, my everything. No earthly throne, no crown of gold could match the worth of truth you hold. I lift my voice in endless plea. Thank you, Lord, for setting me free. Oh Jesus, you're my shining light. You guide me through the darkest night. How great you are, my soul does sing. My Savior God, my everything. My Savior God, my everything.
Yes, that's the last song in the playlist. Jesus, You're My Song. Like I said, I forgot I even had that song. I get so creative in when it comes to songwriting that I be forgetting how many songs I have already done that I haven't even paid attention to. But that's one of them. So when we come back from commercial break, we'll get into the next segment, which is the spotlight segment, where I'm a spotlight of business. And then last episode, we showed you some videos that me and E did, and we're gonna show you those again. We're gonna show you those videos again when we come back from commercial break into the spotlight segment on spotlight of business, and then we're gonna get into those videos because they were some great videos. Short, though they were short, they were some great videos done by AI to our songs. So I want to spotlight those videos again. So we're gonna take that commercial break, and then we're gonna get into the spotlight segment.
Queen Gemini checking in for the last song. She said that was nice. She liked that one. Thank
I
you,
wouldn't,
Queen.
I wouldn't call it gospel. I would say more Christian music
Yeah,
because gospel music has that feel to it. As soon as you hear it, you get a feeling. That I didn't get that feeling, but it's so I would say it's more Christian music than it is gospel.
agreed. All right, we will be back after these words from Nighthawk Network. Nighthawk Network, our voices, our people.
Hi everybody, I'm Lily and today I'm going to share my book with the whole entire world. I would read you the book, but one day you might not buy it. Thanks for going on this adventure to the aquarium with me. Bye at the bottom of the screen to see where you can buy the book. And make sure you don't forget to like and subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. And make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel.
And we are back, and that was Lily. Well, she ain't that little no more. I don't even know if they still selling the book, but so in this spotlight segment, we
Yeah,
spotlight a business, we spotlight an author, we spotlight music videos by artists. So tonight we're gonna spotlight a business, and this business is called Gigi's Products. Gigi's Products. So there's all natural products because she created hand creams, body soaps because she suffers from eczema. People who suffer from eczema that cannot have certain chemicals on their skin because it irritates the skin and gives them breakouts. And so she created all natural products. And as she was creating her products, she started doing wax melts. She started doing wax melts, And for those who don't know what wax melts is like a kind of like a candle without having to having to light the wicker to light your candle. All you do is light the wax melt, and it'll melt. It'll like just it'll fragrance your home like a candle would, burn like a candle. You just don't have the wicker that lights. That's all. That's basically what a wax melt is. So she stopped her business for a minute, and now she's back and she's selling the wax melts. She's gonna get back to everything else, but one step at a time. When things happen in life, you gotta stop what you've been doing. Then when you come back to what you've been doing, you gotta take it one step at a time because you don't want to bring everything back at every product back at once. So she's starting out back out again with the wax melts. And she has purple, she got green, she got different color wax melts. So it's Gigi's products, but she spells it Geegee products. So if you go on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, you will see Gigi's products. And you can check out her wax melts. Like I said, she got different colors. She got purple, she got green. And she calls the purple Grapelicious. Um, and you will see like videos of her products. I didn't have no videos for y'all tonight. So if you go on social media, Instagram, TikTok, you will see it say Gigi's products. And you can check out her products. If you want to support, it's much appreciated. You know, she's a woman trying to get her feet, steady on the ground by starting her business. You know, so that is our business spotlight for tonight, Gigi's products. And now we're gonna get into the video spotlight. We have the author spotlight, but we're gonna get into the video. Well, basically, I could say the author spotlight will be me. The new story I'm working on is called. It's a thriller, and I gotta remember the name because the one I was working on was called Heartthrob Murders. But then I stopped working on that and started working on a new thriller mystery, and it's called Painted by Murder. Now the name is coming to me. It's called Painted by Murder, and it's basically the lead character in the story dresses in drag to commit the murders. They're not technically, you would say, oh, that person's a drag queen, but no, the person committing the murders, even though they dress in drag, they're not a drag queen. So it's not a story about a drag queen. It's just taking the persona of what drag is and committing murders. And this story is rooted from rejection, family rejection, because not only was he rejected by his father, he was also rejected by his mother for both parents. And when he commits the murders, he kills people that reminds him of his parents. And the backdrop set of this story is Newport, Rhode Island. That's where the Shishi Fufu live in Rhode Island. Meaning that's where the mansions are, where the expensive houses are in Newport, Rhode Island. So that's where the murders take place. But he doesn't live in Newport because he's not rich. He doesn't live in Newport. But that's basically what the story is about. You know, my other murder mystery, Tequila Murders, my first one, his story also is because his story is also because of rejection from his mother. So that's why he went on his murdering spree, and being rejected by women. You know those men who, when they at the club or they at a bar, they try to talk to women, and they turn them down, and they hate the rejection being turned down by a woman. So in that story, he has multiple personalities. In the first one, he got multiple personalities, and his one of his personalities is controlling him to commit these murders. And that's set in New York, but a small town in New York called Deering. It's a small it's a small town that there's no, you can't drive there. So in New York City, Staten Island has the ferry. So in order to get in this little town called Deering, you have to take a ferry. You have to ride your car on the ferry to get into this town. And town is only like about 50 people, so everybody knows everybody. So it's not one of them towns where nobody knows each other. Nope. All the neighbors know each other. So if anybody new coming to town, they're gonna know. And that's where the murder. Even though he meets these women in New York City, where he's from, when he commits the murders, he takes the bodies to Deering. And just think, for those towns and places that have ferries that you have to take to get to one place to another, just think of living in a town like that, and it's different times that the ferry comes. So it comes in the morning, comes like in the middle of the evening, and the last is like, I say about 8 o'clock, 9 is the last ferry. So if we don't catch it at those times, you will not be able to get into the town through the ferry. And he's there because his brother lives there. So being that his brother lives there, this is a good way to go over there and get away with these murders, because nobody's sus- suspecting anything to happen, especially murder to happen in a small town like that. So that one is called To Kill Your Murders, and it's not spelled the way you spell the alcohol tequila. It's not spelled like that. It's TEKILLYA, To Kill Ya. That's how you. That's how the title of that one. So this one, like I said, the latest one is called Painted by Murder, and the main character dresses in drag to commit his murders. Because this is how he's getting away with it. Because the people see him as a female, not the male he is. So when people describe to the police the person committing the murders, they're gonna describe a female, not a male. So this is how he's getting away with these murders, because he's dressing in drag. So now we're going to get into these video spotlight. And we spotlighted E's video for Flowana. We spotlighted two of my country songs. So we're going to show those again, because those were short videos. So we're going to show them again. The first one, and I like this one, is the country one that I wrote called Saddle Up. If you still have that video E for Saddle Up, you can play that one. And then you can play your Flowana video, and then play the other country one. The one, was it Heartfelt? Yeah, that one. So you can play that one after your Flowana video. If you still have the Saddle Up one, we're going to play that one first. I don't hear you. You're muted.
Okay. As you guys know, we are in a transitional period here at the network, and we've been switching some stuff around just to get the shows going till we get everything properly situated, computer issues and all. Now, when we switch this to back here and back there, remember last week we was over there on the yard, and all those videos are still over there on the yard. So we can't show none of them because they on the yard. Now I could download them to here, but remember, here is not here. Here is my secondary. So here's what we can do. You can have some more spotlight. Actually, no, here's what you do. Why don't you do your dropping gem segment right now while I work all this out on the other end, and then we can finish up with the videos.
Okay, so I think I'm. So we're gonna go directly into my dropping gems segment, which is the final segment of the show, where I give advice to anybody in the creative space, indie artists, people wanting to start a business. I give my 2 cents, and my 2 cents for today is, I think I've said this before, so I'm gonna repeat it again. And this is for my indie art, my artist. I won't say just indie artist. I'm saying artist. Period. We're in the age of AI, and I know you wanna. I know you wanna. You got your music you working on, and you trying to say how I'ma release this. Do I wanna how I wanna release my song? Do I wanna post it straight to social, post a clip of the song straight to social media, on my social media platforms, my Instagrams, my Facebook, my TikTok, whatever social media platforms y'all are using. Well, I think it was last show I said this. Being that we're in the age of AI, and you can use AI to create videos, create an AI video for your song you're about to release. Right? It's not the official video, but if you could create an AI video of the song you're about to release, and then once you release the song, then you can work on creating your official video, right? So, and I also said when you post to your social media, you always hashtag the name of the song. Let's say if let's say if you are a person who uses the AI song app to create your song because you're a songwriter. Like I said, you can use those AI video apps to create a video for your songs. Or you're an actual artist, whatever your first single you're going to drop from your EP or your album, you could take the AI video apps, create you a video to that song. It's not the official video, but at least it'll give some idea to what your song is about when people see the video. And when you post, you can post, or if you don't want to post a video, an AI video, you can do a lyric video. So when people listen to your song, they get to see what the lyrics are and learn the lyrics to your song if they like your song. So you can do that. And if my creatives who are writers, who write stories, who write books, you can also use these AI video apps to paint the picture of what your story is about. So like I just told you about the two stories that are murder mysteries that I've written one, and I'm working on the other. I can use those AI video apps and create a video depicting some of the story. to give you a visualization of what the story is about. And then I can post it to my social media. And like I said, when you post, make sure you hashtag the name of whatever the name of the story is, or the book that you're working on. If you're self-publishing, you put you hashtag the name of the whatever the name you're gonna name your publishing company. Or if you do sign with a literary agent, or you sign with a deal with one of those big companies that publishes books, you hashtag them in the video. When you put the video, you hashtag them, because when you do that, because people create a lot of hashtags help push your music, your videos along. Hashtags help because so many people create basically the same hashtags all the time, that when you create your hashtag, it'll go to where other people use the same hashtag. Your videos amongst all other stuff that is hashtag with that name that you use. So when people go and say, you know what, I'm gonna go and look into this hashtag, and then your video will be right there in that hashtag. People get to see your video, and if they like it, they'll heart it. If you're on Instagram, if they like it, they'll heart it. If it's on Facebook, they'll give it a thumbs up. Same thing with TikTok. They'll heart it if they like it. And make sure you hashtag the name. If you're not using your government name as an artist name or as a literary name, make sure you hashtag the name you're using as an artist name or as a literary name. So, like I can use my nickname. That's what I was thinking of using for my literary work, using my nickname, which is Nika, Nika, with my last name initial. Because of one of the stories I wrote that I will be sharing on Sunday for Speaking Freely with Ms. Gecko, I will be sharing more stories. And this one is a children's story called When Love Conquered Hate. It's a children's story. And when I share that one on Sunday, I'll be sharing the book cover as well. I have two different versions of the book cover. And I put the name Nika S as my literary name. Not sure if I'm going to go with that permanently, but that's what I used. And so that's why I'm saying to you, if you're an artist and you're not using your government name as your artist name, if you got a name you're using, like if you're doing literary work and you're not using your government name, then you can, hashtag the name. So when they hear that name, and being that you hashtagged it and they look it up, the hashtag will come up. All they gotta do is click the hashtag, and every time you post something with that hashtag and they hear that name, the name you're using as an artist, the name you use it for your literary work, and when they put it in the search, the hashtag will come up. All they gotta do is click on it. All your stuff will be there that they can check out. Everything you've posted, from your music, and also for my literary writers, you can add music to your stories. You see how I played Hobosexual, Love 1 and 2, City Hunt 1 and 2. Those 4 songs go to one story. Those 4 songs go to one story called Hobosexual Survival it's a long title. It's that I'm trying to remember. I know it's Hobosexual Survival of something. Cause that's one of the stories I worked on. That at some point I will share with y'all, but I will be on my other pod, Speaking Freely with Miss Gecko. It'll be on that one. Um, yeah. So that's my gems for y'all. But I'm looking up. Let me pull up my. I'm gonna tell you the name of it right now because I have it on my phone, so I can tell you the names. I have a lot of stories I've been working on, but I haven't. Some I finished, some are halfway finished, a third of the way finished, a third of the way finished. So it's called. Once, let me see. The title to the story I was just telling y'all. I'm trying to find it. Um, so the main characters in that story is the male character. His name is Malik. The female character, her name is Karma. And the story is so in this story you got Karma's backstory and then you got Malik's backstory. But the title is called.
All right, Ro. We are ready. We got everything but saddled up. It would not let me redo that one for some reason.
Okay, so just start with the other country song and then go into your videos, and that'll
All
be it.
right. All righty, here we go, y'all, with Fragile Heart.
She wears her heart on a silver thread, believing in the words that he said. Whisper sweet, but hollow as smoke. Love. When you walk in, you are the love of my dreams. Only this time I'm wide awake. Every hope I hid in the dark, you turned it into something I can taste. You are the love of my dreams. This is more than wishing was.
Yep, those videos were short.
I gotta go back and fix that one at some point. I want to see how that whole thing would turn out. But okay, now these are the couple that we got the whole ones of, I believe. Here we go.
Hood up, breath in the cold, brick wall mirrors, stories and gold. River on my left side, factories asleep. You said this city hard, but it still lets me breathe. Every step got a little more soul. Yeah, a little more soul. You and me in that midnight air. Skyline tangled in your hair. Every mile feels like home, I know. On this Detroit riverfront slow. Bench with our names carved from some other year. Broken street lamp flickers. You pull me near. Cargo ships humming past rusting glass. We trade quiet secrets. Let the silence laugh. Walking by the water slow. Detroit riverfront glow. Every step got a little more soul. Yeah, a little more soul. You and me in that midnight air. Skyline tangled in your hair. Every mile feels like home, I know. On this Detroit riverfront slow. Holding, I say, every small light on that river rolling, I see us alright. Walking by the water slow, Detroit riverfront glow. Every step got a little more soul, yeah, a little more soul. You and me in that midnight air, skyline tangled in your hair. Every mile feels like home, I know. On this Detroit riverfront slow.
All right, y'all. That was Riverfront, Detroit Riverfront Flow. I like that one. I wish it was wider and not.
Yeah, well, I could work that out eventually. Okay, check this out, y'all. Before we go, we want to tell you about some good things that me and Ro are collaborating on together right now. In fact, as soon as I do this right here, I am not only recording the show here, but I am now currently live on the air on my new radio. That's right, my internet radio station. So if you go right now to the radio station known as Hawk World Radio Detroit on Live 365, you will see that I am actually talking to you on the show while I'm talking to you, Road, on the show.
I I did not know that.
Yes, you can now, thanks to a couple of upgrades that they've done, do a live broadcast from your phone, just like on Blog Talk, my friend, on the Live 365 app. So right now, you can go to Live 365. What you do is this. You grab your phone, y'all. You're going to go to the Google store or the Apple store, okay? You're going to look up Live 365. If you don't remember this period now, we're going to make a commercial so y'all all can figure this out. Once you go to Live 365, you're going to download that to your phone, okay? Then you're going to go on the Live 365 app on your phone like so. You're going to look up, once you get into Live 365, Hawk World Radio Detroit. And then that symbol's going to pop up, and you will be listening right now, if you're on there, to me live on the air. Now, keep in mind, this is a collaboration because not only do you have that station to listen to, you can also go on Live 365, download the app, and check out Road to Stardom Radio that started back up this week on there as well. And when I tell you, Road, today, between your station, my station, and a shout out to WAHR Atlanta Hot Radio, what up, Big Red? I was jamming all day long. And it's only the beginning because you still putting new stuff on there. I'm still putting new stuff on there. So it's gonna be the bomb.
Yeah, I went to sleep to the station. I wake up and the same songs that I started with was on when I woke up.
Yep.
I've been
So
listening to the station throughout the day, and there's your song's been playing your Flowana stuff. Um, what's the Neon Fever?
mm-hmm. You been playing Grind Your Bum Bum? Yep. That's the new one I got going.
Yep.
Okay, but yeah, also you're not only gonna get our AI music on the Live 365 platform, but you also get the music that we love to play on there as well. So as we get to downloading new music back onto the platform, you'll get some R&B, you'll get some hip hop, you'll get some pop, you'll get some country, you'll get some 80s music and 90s music for sure from me, and then of course Rhoda has got all type of different playlists that she got going on. And as she mentioned, we do have some cross sections. So you're gonna get some of my music on my station, on her station, and vice versa on my station. So we definitely want you to check it out. Just keep going back and forth all day like I did, and have a ball, okay? And remember also, if you're in the car and you have CarPlay or Android Auto, you can download the Live 365 to that as well and listen to it in the car.
If you
It is
have
a
a
great
Roku,
thing.
if you have Roku TV, you can also download the Live 365 on your Roku. That's how I listen. Not through just my computer, but when I go to sleep, it's on my TV, and that's how I'm hearing it. So when you play the Chill Zone on Sunday night,
And we'll be playing
I
it
fell
again
asleep.
tonight as well.
I fell asleep to you playing the Chill Zone, and then
I
when
did too, actually.
for some reason on Sunday I was in and out of sleep. So I had the chill zone on, and then when I finally woke up, I still had it on, and I was like, "Wait a minute, didn't these songs play already?" I was like,
Yep, so if y'all tune in tonight after midnight, it should be chill zone from then to about 5 to 6 a.m. And like I said, we are literally live, bro. There it is. Live and direct. Going live. I hear me talking back in my ear here. It's about an 8-second delay, but it is live. So of course after
"Yep."
the show, we will have that discussion because we still got some things to work out. But beyond that, dog, we is real excited because we've been working on our radio stations, and I enjoy making music. There will definitely be more AI music on both stations. We not done making music yet, but in
No.
the meanwhile, we was missing our songs that we like to play. So now that we have the licensing through Live 63 365 to do so, we can play both and be happy.
Yep. All the songs I used to play on my other station, I get to play them on this one. So you hear certain hip hop songs. So on my station, you're gonna hear the old school. You're gonna hear '90s. The '80s. You're gonna hear all of that. Plus, you're gonna hear a lot of indie music. And that's what my station focuses on: indie music.
Right. So
You're gonna
hopefully
get.
we will get to a point where we can play the indie experience as it was meant to be played with the songs that you really like to play, Road. And I had to make up songs every week to do a show. We could do it on the radio like it was meant to be done.
Yep. So all you indie artists, if you know any indie artists, you send them our way. We'll play their music.
Absolutely. Speaking of which, shout out to our guy Dre. Dre Rock, baby. He has been checking out the show. I heard his song on your station today.
Yes,
Like
Text
Dre,
and Go. That is, I that and One Sided from Dre Rock's catalog. I like the most.
yeah, I
I don't
told him
have
send me.
I don't have I have to go into my email to see if I still have One Sided, and I'm gonna put that one up there as well. But
All right.
you will hear more from Dre Rock.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely. Because I told him to send me all this stuff. So he got my email address. If you're listening now, Dre, go on and send it. It will be on the station ASAP. So, all right, guys, that's what I got going on. What you got going before we head on out?
so I'm still working on my my story that I mentioned, and I'm still working on my EP, the second EP, the Decades EP, which features all female vocal. And you heard the first single from that, which is a fifth. It may not sound 50s to you, but it's a 50s song from Lover's Lane to Down the Aisle. So the next one that will drop will be the 60s one. Don't know when it's gonna drop. And that one, so on the first EP, the song is called Chasing a Second Chance. Right? That was the 60s song on the first one. Now on the second one is gonna be the answer song to that song. So the first one, the male version is called Chasing the Second Chance. Now the 60s one with the female vocals is gonna be the answer song to that one. That's what that, and I forgot what I titled it. Cause so it's gonna be 50s. We're going from the 50s first to the 60s, then to the 80s, no, to the 70s, 80s, 90s. The intro is the 2000s. So there is 2000s R&B in there, but the intro is what the 2000s R&B is on both decades EP. And the the next one that I will be dropping from the second EP is the second. Dang, I'm trying to. I don't think I wrote. Did I write down the title? 'Cause I got so many songs I've written that's in my phone that I can't even remember what the title is. But so with the 70s one, it was "You Think I'm Not Your Type," and then that one is titled. The female version one to that one is called "You're Always My Type." Um, the 80s one was called "Stranded by Love." I don't think I have a title for the 80s one yet, but I'm trying to remember what I titled. I can't remember what I titled the 60s one, but that one is coming next. And then I think I'm gonna drop each one by one, and then some point on the show I will debut the EP. I will do both EPs, so I will go with the first one, even though I already debuted it on the show. But I will go with the first one, and I will play the male version. Then I will go into the answer song. I will do it like that when I do it on the show. So that one is called "From Lovers Lane Down the Aisle," and the artist name is Brenda Lauren. And the artist name, if you on the second one, the artist name have the same initials. Well, except for Brenda, has the same initials as the artist on the first one. The name So Abel was the '60s one, and then the female name is gonna start with an A. I think I have it listed already. The names because I already did that cover already for the second EP. But basically, the initials kind of are the same. So that's what I'm working on. Besides the stories, so on Speaking Freely, coming this Sunday, we'll do another story time. But this one is going to be a children's story. It's going to be a children's story called When Love Conquered Hate. So when we was kids, especially for us females, we got the princess type stories. All the princesses were white, but that's basically what it is. But the characters are black. They're not white. But when when you think of the title, it should give you a concept of what the story is about. That's what we need. We need love to conquer hate, so we have a better world. So I made because I don't that story's not that long. I don't think that story's that long. So I may do two stories, maybe two children's stories or a children's story and one adult story. We shall see, because I don't want nothing too long. Because a lot of my stories have a lot of parts, and that would take it would take more than an hour or at least 2 hours to do. So I'm picking the ones that are not too long, so that it'll fit in the format of the show. So the next story is When Love Conquers Hate. Um, the other children's story I have is about bullying, and it's gonna Stop Being a Bully, Be a Friend. That's the title of it. So I may do that one as well, or I may go with an adult story that's not too long, that doesn't have 50 million parts. But that's what I'll be going with. And that is it for tonight's show. Peace, everybody. See you at the next one. When we have more great music for y'all. If you know any indie artists, because that's what this show is catering to, not just the radio station, but this show as well. You know any indie artists, send them my way. Or you can tell me about them and, connect connect us, and I can get them, they can be on the show featuring their new music, or whenever they drop music, they can it'll be featured in this playlist. I'll chop it up with them. Yep. And that is that. Peace.